So this is lecture number 12 in this series on control systems 2, and so far we have previously in the last few lectures we studied how to transform a state space model to a transfer function. So for that you have an equation g of s is equal to c si minus a inverse b plus d, and how you can transform basically transfer functions to various different types of state space models. Out of those various different types of state space models, we are focused on three important ones. One is the first canonical form, or the first companion form, the second companion form, and the Jordan canonical form. So all these three state space forms are important to us as we move ahead, as we do the analysis of systems via the state space modeling. We'll be able to understand how first companion form, how the second companion form, or the Jordan canonical form are useful to us. Right. Now today we'll start with solution of state equations. So your state space model is basically x dot is equal to ax plus bu. So this is basically a differential equation. In other words, you can write this as dx by dt is equal to ax plus bu. So this, you know that we can solve a differential equation. You can find out its complementary function or particular integral, or you can use Laplace algebra, the via by transforming this into S domain. You can basically find out the solution. By solution, we basically mean we need to obtain x of t from this differential equation. So the state space models will also have a solution, and from that solution we'll be able to basically get the value of xt. And since x is here a matrices, that means we are basically going to get x1t, x2t, so on up to xnt. Fine. So you'll be able to say how the how each and every state is going to behave with respect to time, how the state x1 is going to behave with respect to time, how state x2 is going to behave with respect to time. So we have actually already done some electrical circuits, and in electrical circuits we know that it's the current through the inductor or the voltage across the capacitor that are the state variables. So you can now, once you obtain the state space model, once you get x dot t equal to ax plus bu, you can find out its solution so as to obtain x1t, x2t, and from that you can now say how the inductor current is going to behave in an RLC circuit with respect to time, how the capacitor voltage is going to behave in an RLC circuit with respect to time. You can actually find out the behavior of these state variables with respect to time once you find out the solution of these state space, once you find out the solution of the state space model. So before finding out the solution of the state space model, I will be introducing one term here that is known as the state transition matrix. So state transition matrix, it's denoted by phi of t, and it's equal to e raised power at. So it's an exponential function, and this is also a matrix because it's raised to power at, where a is the matrix from the state space model. Fine. So this is an exponential, this is a matrix exponential, and we can actually determine the solution of a state space model using the state transition matrix. Uh, so we also know if we expand this exponential form, uh, we can say e raised power x is equal to 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial and so on. So here instead of x we have at, And since this is a matrix exponential, instead of 1, we'll be having I, the identity matrix. So this will become I plus AT plus AT square, A square T square divided by 2 factorial plus A cube T cube divided by 3 factorial and so on. So the state transition matrix is basically denoted by phi t. It is an exponential function, but it's more generally speaking, it's an exponential matrix, right? A matrix exponential function. And if we expand this exponential term, we'll be getting phi t equal to I plus at plus a square t square by 2 factorial plus so on. Fine. I'm not yet defining the state transition matrix. इसकी जो definition है, I'm going to keep that pending for now. I will define this matrix. इसकी जो definition है वो मैं आपको बाद में बताऊंगा after we find out the solution of the state space equations. For now, I'm going to keep it like this. But there are some properties of this phi t, this state transition matrix, that I'm going to be discussing. So state transition matrix की properties क्या हैं? First property is, these are all mathematical properties. Phi of 0 is equal to I. इसका proof क्या है? What is the proof of this? We know that phi of t is equal to I plus at plus a square t square divided by 2 factorial plus so on. Now instead of t, now we are going to put t equal to 0. That means I plus a into 0 plus a square into 0 so on. That means phi of 0 is equal to I. This is simple to understand. So the state transition matrix at t equal to 0, at time equal to 0, is equal to identity matrix. So these properties will be important to us later. We'll see how they will be important to us, how we can basically derive a state space solutions using these properties. Second property is phi dot t. That means basically the differential of this matrix is equal to a phi t, or you can in this particular case the matrices follow the commutative law. It's also equal to phi t into a. Fine. तो इसका प्रूफ क्या है? Again you have phi t equal to I plus at plus a square t square divided by 2 factorial plus so on. If you differentiate this d by dt of this, since I is a constant, इसका differential 0 होगा. A into t, a is a constant, t का differential 1 होगा. So this means only a plus a square t square divided by 2 factorial. A square is a constant, t square का 2t divided by 2 factorial plus ऐसे इसके बाद a cube t cube divided by 3 factorial है. This becomes a cube divided by 3 factorial into 3t square. Fine. So on. This 2 factorial is basically 2 into 1. Similarly, this 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1. So 3 और 3 cancel out हो गया, यहाँ पे 2 और 2 cancel out हो गया. So this becomes a plus a square t plus a cube t square by 2 into 1 can be written as 2 factorial plus a4 t cube by 3 factorial plus so on. So इसमें से a common निकाल के, once we take out a common from this will become I plus at plus a square t square divided by 2 factorial plus so on. Since this, we know this term is nothing but phi of t. So differential of, in other words, you can also alternatively say, since phi of t is equal to e raised power at, differential of this e raised power at is e raised power at into internal differentiation, and internal differentiation of this will be a. Fine. So a e raised power at, you can either use differentiate the exponential, or you can use the proper procedure to differentiate this and find out phi dash derivative of state transition matrix is equal to a into phi d. Property number 3. These are simple mathematical properties. Phi dot of 0 will be equal to a. Fine. Now phi dot of t is equal to a phi t. Phi dot of t is equal to a into phi t. So once substituting t equal to 0, that means phi dot of 0 is equal to a into phi 0. Phi 0 we know is equal to I, so a into I is the matrix A only. So this is your fourth property. Differential of phi t at time t equal to 0 is equal to a. Phi of t1 plus t2 will be equal to phi of t1 into phi of t2. So you basically know phi of t1 plus t2, this will be equal to e raised power a t1 plus t2, which will be equal to e raised power a t1 plus a t2, which will be equal to e raised power a t1 into e raised power a t2. The powers are added, so this is phi t1 into phi t2. So this is your fourth property. Phi of t1 plus t2 is equal to phi of t1 into phi of t2. Your fifth property, phi inverse of t. These properties will be useful to us while finding out the solution of the state space models. Phi inverse of t is equal to phi of minus t, or you can also say phi of t inverse is equal to phi of minus t. So the proof of this is phi of t inverse is nothing but e raised power a t inverse, fine, that is equal to e raised power minus a t, that is equal to e raised power a into minus t. E raised power a into minus t is nothing but phi of minus t. Fine. This is your fifth property. Now sixth property is phi dot of t into phi inverse of t, phi t inverse rather, is equal to a. Proof of this, you have phi dot of t is equal to phi dot of t into phi of minus 1 t. Phi dot of t, we have already found out that to be equal to a into phi of t, and phi of minus t we have already determined this is phi of minus t, and phi of t1 minus t2, phi of t1 minus t2 is equal to phi of t1 into phi of minus t2, that we have also already discussed. So this is phi of t1 minus t2, fine. So t और t cancel हो गया. A into phi of 0, phi of 0 is identity matrix, so this is a into I, that means this is equal to a only. Fine, so we have determined 6 properties of the state transition matrix. Phi of 0 is equal to I, phi dot of t is equal to a into phi of t, phi dot of 0 is equal to a, phi of t1 plus t2 plus minus t2 rather is equal to, you can say this is phi of t1 plus minus t2 is equal to phi of t1 into phi of plus minus t2. your fifth property is phi t inverse. You can also write this as phi t inverse is equal to phi of minus t. Right? Then basically the inverse of the state transition matrix is equal to simply phi at minus t, rather than having plus t values. The values of phi t at minus t at negative time values will give us the value of phi of t. So these are the state. This is the state transition matrix. State transition matrix phi of t is an matrix exponential function. Phi of t is equal to e raised power at, and it has various properties. These are actually the properties of any exponential function. Phi of 0, phi dash, phi d phi by dt, d phi by dt at t equal to 0, phi of t1 plus t2, phi inverse of t, and phi dot t into phi inverse t is equal to a. So these properties basically will help us in solving in the states, in finding out the solution of a state space model easily and quickly. Right? So far I have not defined the states transition matrix. That definition I will give to you only after we find out the solution of a state space model. Right? Now let's find out the solution of a homogeneous state equations. We know x dot is equal to ax plus bu. In case of an homogeneous system, u is equal to 0. That means it's basically an unforced system. हम कोई भी input इसको नहीं दे रहे, so x dot will only be equal to ax. Fine. Now to find out the solution of this this differential equation dx by dt equal to ax, let's apply Laplace transform to this equation. So this is x dot t equal to axt. This is in time domain. Once we apply the Laplace transform, this will become in s domain. Laplace of x dot t is equal to Laplace of axt. We know the Laplace of a differential function is x s times sx minus x of 0 is equal to Laplace of a is a constant here. Laplace of xt is x of s. Right? Laplace of a differential function is s minus x0. Right? You can remember from the Laplace theory. Minus is equal to a times x of s. So you have s x of s minus a x of s is equal to x0. Fine. X of s कॉमन निकाल के, x of s कॉमन निकाल के, पोस्ट कॉमन निकाल के, अंदर आपका s इंटू आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स माइनस a इज इक्वल टू x0 आएगा. Since these are matrices, so we are taking x of s post common, pre-multiplying both sides by si minus a inverse, si minus a inverse into si minus a x of s is equal to si minus a inverse into x of 0. So si, any matrix inverse is into it, the matrix is identity matrix into x of s will only be x of s. So x of s is equal to si minus a inverse x 0. Fine. uh, which implies by applying inverse Laplace transform, इनवर्स लैपलास ट्रांसफॉर्म जैसे हम अप्लाई करेंगे एक्स ऑफ एस विल बी इक्वल टू एक्स ऑफ टी इज इक्वल टू लैपलास इनवर्स ऑन बोथ साइड्स लैपलास इनवर्स ऑफ एस आई माइनस ए इनवर्स एस आई माइनस ए इनवर्स इज इन एस डोमेन while as x0 it's a constant term, so but you have to post multiply it with x of 0 because this is a matrix. So this is your solution that you have obtained. X of t is equal to Laplace inverse of s I minus a inverse into x of 0. Fine. So let this be 1. This is the complete solution, but we'll find an alternate solution. Alternately, we had an equation x dot equal to ax. Okay? X x dot of t is equal to a into x of t. Right? So let us re-multiply both sides by phi of minus t. So once we pre-multiply both sides by phi of minus t, phi of minus t is equal to
सर स्क्रीन नहीं आ रही है सर.
so alternatively x dot t is equal to axt. This is your state space equation. Plus bu था यहाँ पे, but we are saying this is a homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equation means it's an unforced system. That means u is equal to 0. We are not applying any external force. So pre-multiply both sides by phi of minus t. Phi of minus t into x dot t is equal to phi of minus t a x t. Fine. Which implies phi of minus t x dot t minus phi of minus t a x t is equal to 0. ये मैंने लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लिया. Which implies this whole equation here is actually nothing but d by dt of phi of minus t into x of t. अगर आप इसको expand करोगे, you know this is phi of minus t ऐसे रहेगा. d by dt of x t is x dot t, fine, plus d x t ऐसे रहेगा, x t ऐसे रहेगा, x t पीछे ऐसे रहेगा. And differential of phi of minus t, phi of minus t इसका differential of phi of minus t we have already found out, that is equal to ये basically e raised power minus a t है. ठीक है, e raised power minus a t का differential क्या होगा, minus a e raised power minus a t. तो ये आपका minus a phi minus t आएगा into x of t. ठीक है, ये बेसिकली आपका ये जो टर्म थी यहाँ पे, दिस वाज नथिंग बट डिफरेंशियल ऑफ phi of minus t into x t equal to 0. So instead of so ये जो हमें यहाँ पे ये जो आपकी टर्म थी यहाँ पे, दिस टर्म वाज नथिंग बट डिफरेंशियल ऑफ फाई ऑफ माइनस टी इंटू एक्स टी, ठीक है। तो अगर आप इसको एक्सपैंड करेंगे, यू नो डिफरेंशियल ऑफ यू वी इज इक्वल टू यू डी वी बाई डी टी प्लस वी डी यू बाई डी टी। तो इसको अगर आप एक्सपैंड करोगे, you'll find out this will be equal to what is at the top. So you have obtained this. Now what we'll do to find out x of t, let us say we integrate this on both sides, integrate on both sides from 0 to t. So integral 0 to t d by dt of phi of minus t into xt dt is equal to 0. Fine. So dt और dt आपका cancel हो गया. So this is integral applying the limits